Proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that life to me. And I'd gladly stand up next to you and remember still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. Proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that life to me. And I'd gladly stand up next to you and remember still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. Proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died. But I've been forgotten, I do. I've been married a long time ago. Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from, Cotton Eye Joe? But I've been forgotten, I do. I've been married a long time ago. Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from, Cotton Eye Joe? Yo, Doug in the fucking house. Greeting from Adelitas. You wish, fucker. You wish you were in Adelitas. Biatch. Slow the fuck down, bro. Slow the fuck down. Look at my screensaver. Pura cervezas. Pura birrias. I should probably dim it down a little bit, but I think it looks cool. It looks cool. We got beer related content. And I found money in my pockets. I found money in the pockets. Dinero en el agujero. Dinero en el agujero. Mierdero, que chupas. Your brother's boycotting us, dude. Your brother. Creo que sos alcohólico. No, no creas. No creas. No creas en las cosas que te inventas. Nunca he sido alcohólico. Siempre he sido borracho. Nunca alcohólico, siempre bolo. Siempre bolo. Mejor bolo conocido que alcohólico anónimo. Some guy said, I was looking at this guy's profile. He says, July 4th, do not drink. He says, this is not a reason for you to celebrate. And I said, hey, I'll drink to that. I'll drink to that. Brother, you do you, right? If you know you have a problem with drinking, then you stop. But if you know there is no problem, bro, imagine, I already have the best fucking time of my life with $20. I would not know what the fuck to do with myself. I had $40. Imagine if I already have a party with $20. Te imaginas con 40, me pierdo. San Diego is boycotting Trump. Wow. Somebody's hurting. Somebody got their feelings hurt. Somebody's got their feelings hurt. Bro, 619 is boycotting themselves. Cheers, brother. First beer of the day, July 4th. Bienvenidos. Ese es el tipo de música que te ponían en aquel burdel. One, two, three. Es el tipo de música que te ponían en aquel changarro. En aquel changarro. Te ponían a bailar con monos atados de cabuya. Hijo de puta, para que no se perdieran los monos. Uh. Hijo de puta. My, I've had some fucking crazy assholes come on my TikTok live, brother. Bunch, they're a bunch of fucking racist people, bro. Racist people. What's up, slow row? Slow row. Gente mierdera que no tiene nada que hacer. My father got appendicitis. Imagine being 79 years old and getting appendicitis. Dude, he's not at an age of. Imagine getting surgery at 79 years old. Jesus Christ. Tenés hinchada la próstata y después se te hincha el apendicitis. El apéndice está jodido. What the? That man is a strong man, brother. Ahí está descansando en el hospital. Tomorrow is tomorrow is my friend's, well, not my friend, but the acquaintance, my homeless friend. Tomorrow he turns 50 years old. Is it 50 or 51? I think it's 50. I'll be back watching the fireworks at the bay with the kids. Do your thing, brother. Do your thing. I uh, I told my homeless friend Andy, I'm gonna celebrate his birthday with him. We're gonna buy some pizza. I don't have a fucking table. I have a chair. Listen, if I go sit down with him for, I don't know, 20 minutes, eat a pizza, maybe drink a beer. Who the fuck knows? Maybe I don't. I'm not sure yet. Maybe I'll just. I mean, come on, brother. I don't know how. I mean, I know how lonely. I know how fucked up it feels to be alone. I probably see him once a day every time I jog. I say hi. Are you okay? What do you need? I got him a. I got him a new chair. His lawn chair broke, so I got him a new one. Look, that chair that I have, I've had in storage, is the foldable beach. Is the foldable beach chair? It's not. I mean, the camping chair. It's a foldable camping chair. So the little bag, the carry-on bag. Look, I've had that in storage for a good Giancarlo's age, 15 years. So I said, brother, you know what? I have one. I'll give it to you. So I took it to him. He's been using it, but the little sling bag, where you you fold it, right? It comes together, and then you put it in the bag. The bag took a shit. So I said, brother, we're just gonna have to fucking find you another another bag. He's a cool dude. Remember, he used to be a little bit demanding at times with me. Now, no, I think it's not that I scolded him at any, but I did tell him. I said, brother, I like helping you. I just don't like when you demand shit from me. Please don't do that. Not even my child does that. I don't want you to do it. Right? I don't want the interactions to just stop. I like helping you. Papito lindo, right? So I like helping the guy. So he doesn't he's not demanding anymore. He's a cool dude. So he's laid back a little bit. So tomorrow we'll get him a he likes pineapple ham and pineapple pizza. And then we'll get him some beer. You know what? We're gonna celebrate his birthday. We're gonna do it. Look, if he was if he was a little bit, I don't want to say he smells. I don't get that close to him. But if I had a little bit more confidence in him or with if I got along with him a little bit better, I would totally take him to brunch for his birthday. But of course, I'm not gonna do that. I mean, I would love to do that if I would arrange something with him. Like I think he still has the I think he still has the gym membership where he used to go and shower and clean up. I don't know if he's doing that. I mean, he walks from the park, Ralph Foy Park, to Ralph's. But when it comes to hygiene, I don't ask. I don't. That's not my business. But if I could get him a new pair of shirt, right, and celebrate his birthday properly, come on. Everybody deserves dignity. You know what I mean? So if I can at least make that happen at least once, you think he wouldn't fucking appreciate it and remember that? Of course he would. I mean, I did it for. I am trying to burp without. I just ate, and every time I burp, food tries to come after the burp. Ew. Just like we took, just like when we took Scooter and his mom to brunch, right? I, I think we touched somebody's heart that day. Everybody around us, like Scooter, is such a good kid. At the same time, we all have our flaws. I don't know how bad he is either. You know what I mean? I only see good. People will tell me stories. Oh, he came in here and did this. He came in here and did, and I'm like, dude, I don't. It's not that I'm. It's not that I don't believe it. I'm like, I think if he had the right people around him, he would not do that. But once he's alone, maybe he does it. I have no fucking idea. I have no idea. I'm not even gonna tell you that. I'm not gonna fucking share that information because I don't believe it. Maybe I do. Speaking of I don't believe it, so I'm jogging, right? I'm 2 miles out, and the flight back, not the flight, but I don't like this shining light behind me. Hold on, let me change this. Let me change this. Let me change this. Hold on. That's a 4th of July. That's a 4th of July. Does it change? I hope it changes. Let me see. Oh, it does change. Can I view the screenshots? Can we leave it there? That looks pretty cool, doesn't it? Can we leave it there? I wish we could just leave it there. Let's use this one. Hold on. Oh, Jesus Christ! My back is complete. Where is that shining light coming from? Like, can I dim it? Can I dim it? Can I dim it? Let me see. That's the best. That's the best one. Anyways, so we want to do something good for. We'll do something. We'll do something good for our friend, for our homeless buddy, Andy. Andy told me he turns 51. He'll be 51 tomorrow. And mind you, I asked him earlier today when I saw him. I said, "Bud, let me ask you something." I said, "Would you like to celebrate with pizza today or tomorrow?" And he kind of thought about it. He's like, "What about tomorrow?" So we'll get him a pizza. I want to sit down with him at least. You know, I'll take my chair. I'll post a video. Why not? Let's make some money for this guy. I wish I could extend my helping hand more than I already do, but I am I am I am restricted on a lot of things. You know, I wish I could help everybody the same way, but you know, bills. Everybody has payments, and I told my brother the other day. I said, brother, you know what? I found a way to have everything covered, but at the same time, I don't want to be that guy who just fucking wants to work and work and work and work and work. Everybody, I mean, who doesn't like more money, right? But do you think money really gives you that comfort of I want to feel free? I work enough hours to pay pretty much everything that I need to pay, but at the same time, there's some limitations that I have to give myself, and I think it's been working for me, right? It allows me to have ample time, not only for the job that I have, but it allows me to have ample time for my situation too. You know, my son, if he needs me at an earlier time, I want to be as open as possible. And it's not because I need to start drinking earlier. It's not even about that, right? The minute I start my lives, it's always after 7, 8, maybe 6 p.m. So the drinking is not that's not a factor. Like shit, let me start. You know, let me get smashed. Let me get smashed. That is not the factor. Like we need to start drinking earlier because no. And trust me, there's things that I have been wanting to do with my kid, like go to the movies more often. Sometimes I can't. I don't even do that because like fuck, I gotta pay this. I gotta pay that. I have limited myself so fucking much that there's certain things that we stopped doing. But I think we gotta go back to the movies. I gotta take my. I want to see Formula One. I want to go see. I mean, there's so many fucking movies that I missed. But see, there's situations where I want to do certain things at a certain time, and my son says, "Yeah, I gotta go to the gym." So I'm like, "Wait a minute, are we doing this together, or come on? We're supposed to find a communication channel for both of us. Not I can't here, I can't there. I know you're busy. And of course, just like I have a regimen with my running, I like to stick to that to that schedule of my jogging, right? And I like to stick to that. Just like he likes to stick to his schedule of going to the gym. So I'm like, okay, we gotta agree to disagree, or we gotta agree to not agree, or I'm back, perra. But for the most part, Giancarlo does. My son does the gym. I think 5 days a week, 6 days a week. I've been jogging every day, brother. Like today, I jogged my 2 miles out, sweating under 83-degree weather, 85-degree weather, and I'm thinking, dude, I don't even want to jog back. Like I should have brought. I should have. This is the first time I think about. I should have brought my bus pass. My bus pass. And mind you, Alicia, how are you? And mind you, I have a bus pass on my, not a bus pass, but a Metro Link pass on my phone. But I'm thinking, no, I can't be that weak, right? I can't be that weak. I can't be that fucking. I can't be that much of a pussy to just jog another 2 miles back home. Even if I was taking a shit, like I can find a bathroom somewhere. You know what I mean? But so I'm jogging 2 blocks. I jog 2 blocks, and then I start walking. I'm thinking, my legs feel like they're fucking gone, like they're numb. And I know it's mostly my back pain, but at the same time, if I don't, if I stop right now, I won't be able to get back up. Right. So when I get home, I usually just keep stay erect. I don't sit down. I usually kind of slouch over one of the chairs so I can stretch the lower back muscles, and I take everything off. I think I wear an undershirt, I wear a vest, I wear an overshirt, I wear a sweater, and then I wear one of those fluorescent vests on top. So I'm pretty much, you know, smothered. So when I sweat like you have no idea. Today, it was all the back of my shirt, like I'm dripping, like I'm peeing myself. That's how much I sweat. But of course, I also stopped at the Ralphs and I started hydrating. I drank one of those pomegranate lime. What is it? Lemon lime. Fuck. Lemon pomegranate. Whatever it is. A quick rehydration. And then I'm jogging back, and I'm thinking, if I stop, like, I can look at a fucking bench and say, dude, if I sit there for 2 minutes, I can probably doze off for a good 5 minute power nap. But if I sit there, I won't be able to get back up and jog like I usually do. Because when I come home, I like right now. You saw me coming back to the chair. My back is completely crippled. I am done until I do my stretches before I go to sleep. Get everything back aligned. I go to sleep, wake up, and it'll happen again the next day. I align myself. I try to crack my back as much as possible, just to alleviate that. Ugh. Sometimes I get nauseous, brother. It's just such fucking bad back pain. Sometimes it alleviates it. Sometimes it's just one of those, right? It's like fucking you're nauseous. I'm like, dude, this shit is nasty. Like even my fucking head hurts. Me duele la cabeza. Yo, big juice in the house. Hey, Doug, look who it is, Doug. It's Big fucking Juice. Big Juice in the house. Hey, you still enjoying your 4th of July? Just got done blowing fireworks up. Hell yeah, brother. I am not one to blow fireworks, but my neighbors do. It doesn't bother me one bit. The more they do it, it feels like, yeah, somebody's doing it for me. You know what I mean? It doesn't bother me. Big Juice in the house. Doug is in the house too. Big Juice. That is Doug. Remember? Thank you for the follow, Levi. Give me Did you say a thug hug? You say a thug hug. Woo-hoo. We would broadcast from Doug's house. Remember, Big Juice? That's the Doug right there. We would broadcast from Doug's house. Cheers. I'll drink to that. Thank you, Levi. How are you? Cheers from Sand Dog from the 619, baby. How's the 619 treating you, dude? Did you go to that restaurant? Did you end up going to that restaurant that I told you the other day? Doug's probably shit faced by now. You already know, bro. Yeah, you already know. 15 miles from Tijuana. Brother, I went to La Mesa de Otay. Mesa de Otay is like literally right there at the border. I can walk to the barbed wire fence and it's right there. There's a barbed wire fence next to that fucking restaurant that I went to. La señora dice, mijo. Oh no, my friend le dice, señora, doña, can I get a michelada from my friend? 50 miles from Adelita. The lady said, the lady says, ¿con qué cerveza la quiere? What kind of beer do you want your michelada? And he looks at me, he said, and I said, I don't know, you choose your beer, bro. He says, oh, démela con Coors Light. That lady made me a michelada with Coors Light. But this is 15 years ago, but this is before Giancarlo was born, right? 16 years ago. The traditional way of michelada, ice, ice, yes, extra ice. She powdered the salt shaker into the ice. She poured in the Coors Light. She squeezed a fucking lemon, a lime. I'm sorry, a lime. Not with the little squirter. No, no, with the fucking hand. Squeeze that son of a bitch. Give it a swirl with a fucking fork or a knife, whatever the fuck she used. And she gave me that fucking thing. I had three of those suckers, brother. Thirst quenchers. I got a pile of shit. I got a pile of shit. Can I get a Tecate no lime and no salt? Tecate is like the fucking worst beer ever made in Mexico, brother. Mexico. Tecate is like whatever is left from whatever you know that this the whatever I can't even fucking come up with an idea to say how bad this shit is. Lo que sobra de la Corona, right? Instead of throwing whatever is left from Corona, let's not throw it away. Let's just fucking call it Tecate. That shit is nasty, brother. And they still make Tecate light. Like what the? Remember the whole fucking idea of Tecate? Oh, limón y sal. Like really, bitch? If you have to add something to your beer to make it taste better, then you're drinking the wrong fucking beer. Tecate es con sal y limón. Órale. Bitch, sal y limón is for your fucking wounds. Get the fuck out of here. Sal y limón. Sal y limón. Ni que fuera carne la mierda, cerotes. Horrible esa mierda. Carne y limón, yeah, that goes on the fucking taco meat. Not on the fucking beer. What are you doing? What are you doing? ¿Qué estás haciendo, boludo? ¿Viste lo que te mandé? Que dice que la cerveza es hecha de malta. Entonces, es un desayuno. Entonces, nos vamos a desayunar una cerva. Una des Charlie, rest in peace, asshole. Charlie says, Gordo, how did they know from Argentina? I talk to people and they say, Charlie, can I ask you something? And Charlie would say, yes, you can ask anything you want. Are you from Argentina, Charlie? I'm speaking English. How do you know I'm from Argentina? Again, Charlie. Oh my God, Charlie. Brother, I kid you not. Remember, Doug was there. I am not making shit up. Doug was there, and Doug and I looked at each other, and we said, Charlie, you're fucking with us, right? He says, Gordo, I am speaking English. I'm not, no estoy hablando español, boludo. I am speaking English, and they asked me, are you from Argentina? And what did you say? What did you say? You're Mexican. No, I'm from Honduras. What did you say, Charlie? I want to know what you said. No, he says, I'm surprised they know from Argentina. I said, motherfucker, you speak the same way in Spanish that you do in English. Boludo. Oíme, Charlie, si vos hablas así en español and you speak like this in English, it's the same fucking accent. And he says, Gordo, I speak English, Gordo. I don't have an accent. Fucking Charlie. Charlie was one of a kind, brother. Charlie was one of a kind. That son of a gun, he left us early because he fucking met this Honduran bitch that got him into fucking doing drugs. Or else he would be here laughing at this shit. Right? I'm pretty sure right now he's fucking roaming around my apartment saying, Gordo, I'm gonna pull your leg. Te voy a jalar las patas, gordo. Te voy a jalar las patas. Charlie. Charlie was one of a kind. How did they know I'm from Argentina? We're like, you're fucking with us, Charlie? Charlie. Remember that one joke that I made with Charlie? That he got mad? Dice, llega. I gotta remember that joke, bro. Oh, el Charlie me dice, Gordo, ¿cómo se le dicen a los hijos de puta en tu país? No, ¿cómo se les llama a los hijos de puta en tu país? Le digo, no, no se les llama nada. Llegan solo con aerolíneas argentinas. Dice, come mierda, gordo, boludo. Siempre me cagas me rompe las bolas. ¿Cómo se les llama a los hijos de puta en Honduras? No se les llama nada. Vienen solo en aerolíneas argentinas. Fucking Charlie would get fucking pissed. We fuck with Charlie. Charlie, I miss you, brother. Wherever you are, no me jales las patas, culero. Fucking Charlie. La concha de tu madre, gordo. No me rompa la bola, me decía. Fucking Charlie. Uh, Charlie. I still remember being at Charlie's celebration of life. His mom was there, right? Mama Chachi, whatever. Yo, Daniel in the fucking house. Mama Chachi was present, right? The brother was present. They were talking about Charlie, and I was translating in English. And at one point, I got choked up, brother. Like I got choked up. Like Charlie was, Charlie loved me. Charlie loved my son. He always thought about my son when it was whatever holiday it was. He would always Heineken, man, you better not be cheating on me. We were supposed to be tight, super tight. Big Juice, I can tell you, whenever you left, brother, or whenever we became, right, distant, not because we wanted to, but, life is life. Life is life. I have not had anybody on my lives, absolutely anybody. So if that's what you wanted to know, there's nobody ever that I've had share the screen with me. You're you're like the only one, right? Daniel can confirm that. Doug can confirm that. And even if it did happen, I would tell you, it happened once, it happened twice. But no, nobody has shared the screen other than well, you weren't sharing a screen, you were just sharing a space because it was only your voice. Nobody from Periscope ever followed you on Twitch. You know, I think April was the number one. The number. I mean, she was kind of. Eh, she turned out to be the biggest fucking bitch on. Well, not even a bitch. She turned out to be the biggest cunt on Twitter, on Periscope, and every fucking. After Periscope, we moved to two different platforms, and she reported me because I used to talk shit about her because she's a fucking conniving bitch. Madam Redstick, she's still around. Madam Redstick, she's still around. Yeah, still, still Trump supporter, avid Trump supporter. The one person who turned and and mind you, I understand there are situations in our lives that make us think about politics in a different fashion and in a different way, in a different manner, only because we are scared of what can happen to us, right? I don't live life scared because I know I haven't done anything legally. Like I don't have an X on my back on any fucking court. I had a lot of cunts on Periscope. Periscope could turn from Christmas, everybody happy, to Jerry Springer in 2 minutes. Yeah, exactly. So I have this, I have this mutual friend, right? We became friends, um, 2000 and World Cup, 98, 2002, right? 2002. We became friends 2002. I've known her since 2002. Down by Doug knows where that fucking old Brazilian restaurant used to be. Brazuca? No, it wasn't called Brazuca. I'll remember. We used to know the owner. Remember the owner that got. Anyways, I'll remember the name and I'll tell you the story of what happened to the owner. Nothing like Nathan's hot dog. So I have a mutual friend who I met. She's Brazilian. She's been living on U.S. soil for the past whatever 20 what year for the past 25 years. She's been living here for the past 25 years. Is she hot? Daniel, I think she's I mean she's good looking. She's good looking. She kind of has a tomboyish. I'll send you a picture of her. I have a picture of she's good looking. She has she has a fairly nice body. I just never saw her as I want to fuck her. Like she's a very good friend, and she always told me, Oscar, you're just a friend. Don't ever. And she told me that one time. She says, don't ever fucking look at me like I'm just a fucking piece of meat. And I'm like, yeah, but I'm looking. I mean, you got nice tits. I mean, I never said that, but so I never looked at her like shit. Maybe I can fuck her. No, but because maybe she knew that she didn't want to lose a good friend. So we've kept in touch for all this time. And at one point, she was an avid, and I can probably say she was more of a rabid, like yeah, Trump go all the way. Like she was a little bit on the crazy side with Trump, right? And I'm thinking, yeah, I mean, you can like the guy, but you can't just go, yeah, fuck everybody, and I'm like, yeah, I never been that kind of person, when it comes to politics, sports. I like the guy, but I'm never gonna become that fanatic of how people say, "Oh, MAGA, yeah, you're lunatics. You are part of a fucking cult." And I have a hat that was given to me. I didn't buy the hat. I wear the hat, but I don't think of myself of being under the fucking influence of, oh, he's my fucking God and Savior. You know what I mean? But she was like kind of one of those, like a little bit on the sick side, like, yeah, you gotta tone it down. Now that the raid started happening and all this shit, she kind of stepped back and she says, "Hey, Oscar, you better stop drinking that fucking Kool-Aid." And I'm like, "What the fuck?" I said, I could have told you that before. Like, you were drinking more Kool-Aid than I was, right? I had it by I was getting, I was getting water cups. You were fucking drinking the fucking gallons. So she started attacking me at one point. She says, "Yeah, they're gonna fucking knock on your door. He's deporting everybody." And I said, "He's deporting." And you know what? I didn't want to get into it. And I said, "Look, look, look, look. You keep doing what you're doing. If you want to be scared, be scared. Live your fucking scared life." She says, "I'm gonna self-deport." She says. I said, "Yes. What a fucking great idea. Let me fucking self-deport, so you can't ever come back into this country." And she says, "What do you mean?" "Well, they're gonna fucking take your record. They're gonna know where you came from. They're gonna know how much longer you took or you overstayed your visa. Why not just fucking buy a ticket back home? Do yourself the fucking favor. Stay off the fucking grid." Right? She's fucking stupid. She says, "You know what? You always come up with the fucking best ideas. Why don't you fucking practice them?" I say, "You're the one that is against the fucking government. Nobody is against you." She says, "One of these days you have to apologize for being ignorant." And I said, "Well, you never apologized to me. So you're asking me to apologize for being ignorant on on what grounds? You've been ignorant towards me, and you want me to start counting? Like, I can give you, I have a ledger, bitch. I've been keeping tabs." And she's never she's gone. She's gone. She disappeared. Right? Every fucking time she comes up with a great idea, I make her realize that she is not coming up with the best idea. She's going to get herself in trouble. I drove Uber. Remember that time? Remember the time that I drove Uber? She came up with the fucking idea that she says, "Oh, I'm going to drive Uber too. I need to make ends meet." And I said, "Well, I guess isn't that what Uber is all about? Uber is not a fucking career, right? You're trying to make ends meet. I had a job, and I did Uber. Well, then again, I only did Uber at one point." She says, I'm gonna buy $1,000 worth of shit. I'm gonna write it off, and I'm gonna return it." And I said, "So where's your what do you what is your bright idea at?" She said, "Oh, I'm gonna get a bigger tax write off." I said, "Sweetheart, what are you doing? They're gonna see that you only rode drove for 6 months, but you charged $6,000 on material for your vehicle, right? You bought air freshener, you bought candies, you bought water, you bought this, you bought that. You're gonna raise so many fucking red flags. They are going to fucking audit you before you even fucking get any money back." She's, "What are you talking about?" I said, "Go." I said, "Go ahead and do it." Hey, Big Juice says, "Hey, whatever happened to that one chick you went to Vegas with?" Heineken man. You mean Claudia, the squirter? Claudia was fucking amazing, brother. Claudia was amazing. Claudia, Claudia, Claudia. I kept going back to Las Vegas until this year. The last time I saw her was this year. I think it was this year. Was it this? Yeah, it was February, January, February. I think I last saw her January, February, like for my birthday. I didn't get a kiss, bitch. What? So I think. Oh no, that's the other girl. That's the Vegas girl. Yeah, the Vegas girl, brother. That's the Vegas girl. Yeah, 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 yeah. Okay, I remember now. The Vegas girl. No, that's the one. I used to fly with and sleep together in the same room and nothing would happen. Yeah, nothing happened. She disappeared 2 years ago, and out of the blue, I said, I sent her a message saying, "Dude, you fucking disappeared 3 years ago," and she replied with, "I got married 3 years ago," and I'm like, "Wait a minute, what the fuck? How could you get married 3 years ago when you were going to Vegas back and forth with me? That doesn't make fucking sense. Like, so you were seeing somebody while you were sleeping? I mean, she wasn't sleeping with me. I wasn't fucking her either." And I'm like, how does that fucking what? No, but I never went live with her. I never went live with her. I never gone live with San Diego. With I think she lives. Yeah, she lives in Escondido. No, she lives in fuck. Doug, help me here, Doug. She lives in. Yeah, I never went live with her. At least I don't remember. This is Doug's song. In the Navy, in the Navy. Yeah, you did. You were drunk and you had a plane to catch. That has to be Claudia, brother. That has to be Claudia. I think you're right, but I think you're mixing up females. The only difference between Vegas girl and Claudia, Vegas girl never, if I can remember correctly, if I ever did a live with Vegas girl, which I highly doubt I did, she never put her face on camera. If you saw her face, then that must have been Claudia. It must have been Claudia. It must have been Claudia. If did you see her face? Did you if you got to see her face, then that was Claudia. Claudia was the Mexican. Well, I mean, they were both Mexican. I don't think I ever went live with Vegas Girl. I don't remember doing that. Oh yes. Okay, I remember now. She was sleeping in the back, and I was doing a live, but she was sleeping. So I think you've met both of them. You met Claudia and Vegas Girl, because Vegas Girl was one time she was fast asleep, and I was doing a live, and I said, I can't go any louder because she's sleeping. Yes, I remember this. I remember this. Yes, brother. So many fucking drunken nights in Vegas. I can't keep up with this shit. I can I can't keep up with this fucking. Now, do I have pictures of Claudia anywhere on my phone? I do. Do I have pictures of? Hold on, hold on. Let me see if I can show you. Can I share pictures? Okay, hold on. I gotta. Hold on. Let me read your message. Let me read your messages first. Let me read your messages. You got her. You got her number. Give her a ring sometime. Yeah. West Virginia. I belong. West Virginia. Country mama, take me home. No, I have her number, but she's. I told you she got married, and I emailed her back. And I said, wait a minute, all this fucking time, how did you get married if you were going to Vegas back and forth with me? She said, this is what she replied with. You lost your chance. So she was playing hard to get. Is that what she's fucking saying? I could have fucked her. Yeah, she's full of shit. Now Claudia is another story. Claudia was one of those girls who I met online. We dated. We had the best fucking sexual encounters, squirting everywhere, beautiful. And that's what she told me. She says, you missed your chance. And I'm thinking, what the fuck? She was a horny little fucking bitch. What a cunt. See, this is how Big Juice. You've been gone for so long, brother. I turned 50 years old, right? Back when I was 40, so you've been gone for a long time. When I was 40, I met this I think you were still there. Maybe, maybe not. I think that's when when everything just we all disconnected and went our ways. You went that way, I went this way. Anyways, when I was 40, I met this beautiful fucking girl. She was 30. The best fucking time that we had all the time. Every time we got together, we had the best fucking times. She gave me sponge baths. She fucking cooked for me. One time, we're watching sports, watching the Lakers. I took a 12 pack to her house, and she's cooking. She cooked for me, and I'm drinking my beer and watching the game. Dinner's ready. She sets the table. I sit down at the table. We're eating, watching the game. She, she's one of those. She's not nagging. She's not complaining. She's very, very formidable, very formal. Not only formal, but formidable, right? Comfortable to be with. And I'm thinking, this is like one of those. Yo, Andrea D'Amico. So I'm thinking, this is one of those fucking stories where I don't want to ruin it. I'm not gonna say more than I should until she gives me whatever. She gives me the baton. So I never spoke out of line. I never said shit that I didn't want to, to hurt anybody's feet. You know how I am. I'm the fucking the asshole. So one time she says, you know what? I'll be right back. I'm gonna go buy you more beer. And I said, no, 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 no. It's a fucking Wednesday, babe. So you don't have to give me more beer. But she still left. And I said, what is this fucking lady hiding? Like, what the fuck is happening? So I saw Doug on a Friday, right? And Doug says, hey, bro, how's it going with the 30-year-old? I said, bro, it's too fucking good to be true. He said, what do you mean? She cooks for me. She gives me sponge baths. She takes care of me like I'm her husband. And she goes and buys me beer. And Doug says, oh my gosh, she fucking loves you. And how's the boom 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 in the bang bang? I said, I'm giving her all I got, and I think she loves it. He says, motherfucker, no wonder that you have her fucking, going to buy your beer. I said, no, bro, you don't get the fucking point. When there is no love story when a fucking woman goes and buys the guy beer. So I look at Roxana, right, and I said, Doug, I said, Roxana, when have you gone to buy this fucking monkey beer She says, never. I said, there it is, asshole. Doesn't exist in movies, in novellas, in books. It doesn't exist. She's fucking hiding something. So Doug says, why do you always have to fucking overthink shit, bro? And I said, why wouldn't you fucking overthink? Why is she going out of her fucking way to get me beer when there is no beer to be fucking drank? He says, yeah, you're an asshole. Long story short, long story short, right? Remember, I was doing the fucking whole Sherlock Holmes shit. Like, why is she being nice? Why is her fucking phone ringing? And that one number that appeared that I never saw what that it was, she would always flip it. But everybody else, she says, "It's Papa, it's Mama. Can I?" So I'm like, "Yeah, go talk to your mom. Go talk to your dad." But there was a particular number that she would never fucking pick up. It was either silence it, or she would think I would never fucking watch her, and she would just flip it. And I'm like, she's gotta be hiding. She's gotta be hiding something. Gotta be hiding something. And boom, one day I saw the name. I looked the guy's fucking name up on her friends list, and there he was. I looked at his pictures. I looked at her pictures. There's no pictures together. And I'm thinking there has to be something here. She told me this one time. She says, "Babe," she said, "you know what? All the pictures that we take together, can you please not upload any pictures on the internet? My parents don't know I'm dating." And I'm thinking, I'm 40, she's 30, she's Muslim, she's from Lebanon. I'll give her that benefit of the doubt. I'll give her that respect. She said, can you wait till I tell my parents that I'm dating and who I'm dating? Let us get acquainted." And I'm thinking, we're fucking already. Like, get acquainted with what? So I'm thinking, you know what? Maybe she's right. But see, everything started to right in my head, like this, that. Maybe he's part of that fucking crowd where she already told him to don't post pictures, but they had no pictures, right? I emailed the guy immediately. I said, bro, there's a mutual friend. Long story short, the guy ends up telling me that he's engaged to the women that I've been banging for the past 6, 7 months. And the guy says, "No, bro, I think you're pulling my leg. I think you just want to find out if she's single or not." I said, "Bro, I have pictures of my son in her living room." Well, of course, the guy says, "You have any naked pictures of her?" I said, "Even if I did, bitch, those are my pictures. Those are between her and I." Also, you do have some. I'm like, I can't confirm or deny. So did you fuck her? I can't confirm or deny. Like, that's between her and I. I said, "Look, here's a picture of my son doing. I don't know what she was doing with. They were doing some fucking project that she was helping him with." That guy fucking flipped, and he says, "No, bro." He says, "That is the apartment that I pay for her." And I said, "Brother, I wish you the best. I hope you have a good life with your future wife. I can tell you, I don't want to see her anymore. I will hang up the call now. Carry on. You do you." He said, "Bro, you can't do this to me. I have a tattoo of her name on my shoulder." And I said, "Dude, that is your fucking problem, not mine. I already told you. I only contacted you because I knew she was hiding something from you, not from me, because I discovered it. Right? So she wasn't hiding anything from me." And Doug says, "Yeah, you were a fucking pussy whip, bro." I'm not a pussy whip. Pussy whip would have had me saying, "Shut the fuck up. I don't know anything. Let me keep fucking." But no, that poor guy on the other side needed to find out. That poor guy needed to find out. And when he did, brother, I don't know what he called her for. I don't know what he called her. All I know is that girl. I was gonna say her name. I can't say her name. I can't do that to her. But after whatever time, Maha left. Maha, Andrea D'Amico, how are you? Happy 4th of July. Did you work today? Probably worked half a day, didn't you? Eliseo Méndez, ¿cómo estamos, Eliseo? I was telling Big Juice the story of how I met that 30-year-old when I was 40 and how it all unfolded. It was one of the it's a good story. I mean, it's a sad story, but it's a happy story too. It has a bittersweet ending. It is what it is. It doesn't bother me telling it. It didn't bother me living it. I had the best times with her, and I know she had the best times with me because she would fucking tell me like, anyways, 7 a.m. to 3:30. Okay, you had one of the good shifts. I was doing my jogging around 2:30. I was back by like three something. I did 4.4 miles. 4.4 miles. Oh, my back is not the best today. I am trying to move as the least as possible. Today I'm in shambles again. I'm in, sham- I'm in shambles again. But again, if I don't do the jogging today, I right, there's nobody that's going to do it for me tomorrow. So it's my job to get the job done. Am I in shambles? Yes. Is this the first time I feel it? No. Pain is just the reminder of I am still alive. And am I hurting? Yes, I'm hurting, but it's okay. Do I wish I was in Vegas with this pain? Absolutely. I wish Claudia was. I wish Claudia was on top of me right now. A few times I didn't tell her, but she cracked my back, and I was like, "What? Like this is." I miss banging Claudia. You're right, bro. Banging Claudia was the fucking best. See, Claudia came with the prize. Have you met any new chicks on Coffee Meets Bagel? I've met a lot of women on all these platforms, but at the end of the day, Daniel, they ask you for money. That's all it is. I don't know if I don't know if I look like a fucking ATM, but listen. The whole idea of let me wine and dine you, it went out the fucking door, right? They're like, oh, maybe it's my approach. I said, why don't you come have fun with an older man sometime? And she says, yeah, I charge. And I'm like, okay, maybe that's not what I meant, right? But at the same time, I think that's a double edged sword. Where if you say that, it's up to them to open the dam, if you will, right? It's either for the better or for the worse. It's either for me to accept or decline. Only for the same reason that see, I'm not mad at them for trying to do their business, and I'm not mad at them for trying to make some money. So at the same time, again, they give me the menu. It's up to me to accept the items on the menu, whether I pay this or I pay that. And I'm not mad at that. But what I'm saying is this: I said I think you know what? Whether I'm horny or not, I said, can we just meet for food and drinks, just to see if we at least like each other, right? I mean, I already have a boner regardless. Like oh shit, like she wants to fuck. Like Yeah, but it's one of those fucking things. Like, can we just get along? Can we sit down and talk? She says, yeah. Where do you want to meet? Send me half the money. And I'm like, oh, so this is a transaction. So she's already done this. She wants me to become the flavor of the day or the flavor of the week. She already knows what she's doing. I need half now. This is the fucking deposit. I said, you know what? I don't do shakedowns. I don't send money to anybody just because you need to meet. If your time is precious, that means you're doing this for business. I don't need your business. I just want pleasure, but I still want to meet you, wine and dine you, right? Let me treat you like a human being, not like a fucking pincushion, right? Whether we meet again or not, at least let me be the one to, take you out to dinner, sit, pull the chair, sit you down, hold your hand, tell you, hey, you know what? That dress, you look amazing in it. I bet you look better without it. You know what I mean? That type of fucking thing. Let me flirt with you before you just. I don't want to go to a fucking room and just rip the clothes off and like, oh, okay, I fucked. Like, no. I remember the good old days, a pizza date and maybe a couple of beers. Yeah, exactly. I want that. And I miss that, bro. When they offer, I would just turn it down and offer a regular date. Chicken wings and fries. Chicken wings and fries. You need another chick like Claudia who lives close. Well, I need another chick like a regular chick. At the end of the day, look, 50 years old, right? 50 years old. That 30-year-old thinks I I can't get anything better. Do I let her think that? I will allow them to think whatever the fuck they want to think. But the minute they start offering me like this is the menu, right? Oh, I can meet you for an hour. It's $300. I can meet you for $2. Whatever. And I'm like, um, yeah, that's not what I was looking for. Like I was literally, I want to take you out to dinner. Oh, is that how you start? And then there's that other fucking stupid mentality that they want to be a sugar baby. But if you want to be my sugar baby, that it gives me the entitlement of sexual intercourse. And the girl says, yeah, but you can't touch me. So that doesn't mean sugar baby, bitch. That's financial domination. That's findom. Financial domination, that is for some guys who can't get their fucking dick up. They need to take the blue pill, but they can still watch them on camera and jack up. I'm not that guy. I'm I'm not that guy. I mean, we're all sick in the head, but at the same time, I am sick in the head, but I want to do shit live. Like I want to. You have to be in front of me. The girl says, "Oh, you know how many fandoms I have?" I said, "I don't need to know how many fucking sick people you know." Imagine somebody sending you money just because they need to see you, right? That's OnlyFans, but eh, more of a personal OnlyFans. I'm gonna send you $500. You better use two hot dogs this time, and I want to see you videotape this. That's what they. Somebody's getting their jollies off of whatever the fuck they want, and I think that's kind of creepy and crazy. But then again, if that lady is making money, more power to her because men are fucking gullible, right? What do you think OnlyFans works? Because nobody gets penetrated, nobody gets spit on, nobody gets fucking choked, nobody gets fucking raped. There's no fucking uh, rape drugs being used. Everything is behind it from camera to camera. You tell her what to do. You pay her. She says every $30, right? She puts a little mechanism in her canal, and the more you tip, the more that shit vibrates. Have you seen that shit? I've seen that shit. I'm like, That is crazy. Who the fuck thought of that? He said, Daniel, is that how much you pay? $200. Daniel, Daniel says, I saw a chick who made $200 just from sending a guy a video with peanut butter on her toes. Now that guy would pay $1,000 if he can lick the peanut butter off her toes. That's how it all starts. That is exactly how it all starts. And I know Doug is. I don't know if Doug is still watching. Doug, you better have me. You better have me on your headphones. But that's how it all starts. That's how it all starts. See, these women come up with the fucking ideas of, oh, I can do this for you for this much. Then she says, oh, what if I have him lick it for three times as much? If he's already paying this much just to see a video of me doing this in my toes, right? Slathering the fucking peanut butter between the toes and shit. Listen, guys, brother, I'm telling you, guys will get their jollies off on some weird shit. I love the traditional fucking porn, right? Penetration, the guy doing the fucking girl, the girl is moaning, groaning. Nothing. There's nothing. If she's Asian, even better. Like Asian persuasion for me is like, fuck. I've only had one Asian in my life, and I thought it was one of the. This was one of those where I met her online, and at first she wanted to go to one of those fancy hotels, and I said no, there shouldn't be anything fancy. Like you say, you want to spend an hour, maybe 2 hours. I said I'm willing to give you 2 hours. Like I'm not just the hit and quit it. Like no, I can perform. So I gave her the address of Burbank, that hotel that we always go to, and I said, look, I don't need to pay 300 just for you to use the bed for an hour, maybe 2 hours. I said, can I get you anything to drink? She asked for two waters, and she asked for wipes. That's it, wipes. That's all she wanted. Boom, 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 bang, bang, bang. I think she wanted to get her jollies off of a random dude. I gave her that. After 45 minutes, she's like, okay, you know what? I'm done. And I'm thinking, but I'm not. She's like, no. She says, it's okay. I can send you a video of telling you how hot I am. She sent me two videos of her playing with herself. She says, okay, you can have fun with. And I'm like, this is not what. Anyways, we had fun for 45 minutes. She got her jollies off. We didn't meet anywhere else. We met there at the. Remember the story? And that's all we did. Boom, 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 bang, bang, bang. And I was going, 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 going. She did her fucking thing, and then she says, "Okay, I'm done. Bye. I gotta go back to my boyfriend." I think she said, "I gotta go back to my boyfriend." But my boyfriend doesn't stay as hard as you do. I don't know what the. And I was like, why would she make a comment like that? I don't need to know that you have a boyfriend. Like she says, "Oh wow, I wish my boyfriend would stay hard like that." She said, "What kind of drugs do you take?" I said, "Drugs." She said, what kind of drugs do you take to stay hard?" I'm like, "Drugs? I don't fucking take drugs." Daniel, how do these guys even develop this? You know what? You know why? You know why? Because their their upbringing has always been videos. So they start liking videos. You know that that's why you call these things fetishes. So they grow up with fetishes. They masturbate to fetishes. They have more fun masturbating to fetishes than actually doing the real thing. But then they find more comfort or more pleasure in actually doing fetishes than intercourse. So if they can fucking lick your toes with peanut butter on that beautiful girl, they can have her panties off with her legs with her legs spread open, and they can be looking at the prize. They would rather lick the fucking toes with the peanut butter than having intercourse. And some people do that shit because that's the way they focus on fetishes. Fetish is a sickness. She probably thought you had a 90 day of blue chew. I don't even know what blue chew is, brother. No, but I'm only giving you the hypothesis of what I think these guys go through because I think maybe they have trouble getting the erection. But if they see that, they're like, oh shit, I can get an erection by watching feet, but not with the vagina, brother. The brain is a muscle that we control. Now, if they have controlled this brain, this muscle, to only get an erection while watching feet, then they have a big fucking problem. Imagine, yeah, I can't fuck you, but I can jack off to licking your toes. You're like, what? Wait, what? No, and I know. I mean, I know what Blue Chew is. I just never had any. When it comes to Viagra and all that shit, I haven't had any of that shit in my organism at any time. I don't consume any drugs. Even Doug asked me one time. He says, "What kind of drugs do you use?" And I said, "What the fuck are you talking about?" He says, "How do you drink all night with me, and then you just end up going jogging at 10 in the morning?" I said, "I don't. You know what? If I drink, I mean, if I do drink that caffeine, if I do drink that caffeinated drink that rocks her in the morning, I don't go jogging immediately because that shit pushes my 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 bowel movement is almost immediate. Like, dude, I gotta go to the bath. Like, I'm about to, like, yes, almost immediately." What? What? Did you see Trump say he's going to host a UFC fight at the White House? What? When the fuck did this happen? Epic, 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 epic. If that fucking happens, Google it. Hey Siri, can you please find out when Trump is hosting UFC night at the White House?
Okay, I found this on the web. For can you please find out when Trump is hosting UFC night at the White
What?
House? Check it out.
UFC confirms Trump's plan to host a fight at the White House in 2026. Trump said he wants The card to be held in front of more than 20,000 as part of a celebration honoring America's 250. Oh, that's next July 4th. Oh, next July 4th. Okay. Okay. 4th, we have UFC at the White House, baby. I can't fucking wait. Can I go? I want to go. I'm gonna start saving, brother. I will fucking do a White House savings account. the, the liberals are crying, saying it's unpresidential. Fuck the liberals. Let's go. Oh, dude, I'm fucking excited about this shit. $365 from now, UFC at the fucking White House. McGregor is done, brother. I think McGregor has shot himself in the foot so many fucking times, brother. I don't think anybody wants to. At least Dana White doesn't want to deal with him anymore because everything is about money, money, money. Bare knuckle, right? When he bought bare knuckle, I think he became his own entity. I don't think anybody wants McGregor anywhere. McGregor is McGregor. McGregor's done, brother. I don't think McGregor is gonna fight at any fucking point. Does he keep training? Yes. If anything, if anything, McGregor will host an event individually, just like Jake Paul does. He's gonna invite somebody to fight promotionally or I don't listen at this point. Nobody wants to deal with McGregor because he is too much fucking money. That's all it is. Dana White will fucking lose money just by saying, "Brother, can you fight on my platform?" Dana White cannot fucking afford him. McGregor is his own entity right now. So yeah, you're right. McGregor is done, and not because I hate the guy. No, I think he's done because he's a label. He's a household name. He's a brand. So no, I don't hate McGregor for being McGregor. I love McGregor. I've always respected him. I've watched all his shows, his upbringing, where he came from, where he's come from sleeping in on the floor at the gym because he couldn't fucking afford his apartment to everything else. Like, brother, this guy McGregor McGregor has all my respect, brother. I can give a fuck what other people think. He's a fucking yes. You would be too. I mean, he has that fucking flashy mentality. I am the complete opposite. I try to stay as humble as possible. even if I make more than the average bear, I like to stay humble. I will always be humble, stay humble. Humility for me is key. Humility is worth more than whatever accolade you can get. You can graduate as a fucking right. You can graduate as a fucking doctor. You can graduate as a dentist. You can graduate as a lawyer. You can have all the best practices. You can have all the best. But if you don't have humility, everything else is worth shit. So to me, humility is part of that. Can I use that against him? Listen, brother, he's been humbled so many times, and I think he continues to humble himself. But at the same time, he likes to show you where he comes from. Like I came from this, from that. I have this. I didn't have, and I'm not. It's not me trying to fucking say, you know what? He's doing it. He's doing it in the best way. Take it with a grain of salt. If he likes to show off, that's his fucking problem. But it's not for me to say, hey, bro, chill the fuck out. Like, stay up. No, he's the opposite of LeBron. If you know, you know, right? He's not a whiner. I've never seen fucking McGregor whine about shit. The other guy who is a billionaire whines about everything. And it's not about one person being on one side of the aisle and the other one being no. This is not about politics. This is about sports and where they stand with their humility. If it comes to politics, then I can still tell you McGregor still fucking takes the cake 120% over fucking LeBron at any given fucking point. Give McGregor a microphone. This guy won't fucking stutter. This guy won't go, no, this guy will fucking tell you. I mean, you'll need a fucking dictionary because the way they speak in Ireland, right? The I can't even fucking do I can't even fucking do the accent, but the accent that they fucking you know when they fucking talking the accent and they're talking like this and that, and you're like, I understood three words out of that. Like, what did he say? You know he meant well, but I can't. There's sometimes I'm like, Irish people just they're fucking English. Wait, I thought this only happened in what was Madonna's husband's name, right? Every movie he produced, fucking amazing movies, amazing fucking movies. There's not one movie that he has not produced that has been right the moneymaker. You're like, dude, that guy's Guy Ritchie. Guy Ritchie. Any movie in Guy Ritchie, any movie from Guy Ritchie, you're like, this guy's a fucking genius. He only uses the British and the British and the Irish accents in every fucking movie, and they're fucking killers, money fucking makers. Would you ever fucking Irish chick? I have to look for one. That's my next. That's my next chart. You know what? As a matter of fact, Daniel, now that I remember, you can hear the fireworks, right? As a matter of fact, Daniel, when I was, when I was, when Giancarlo wasn't born, 50, right? I'm 50. Giancarlo's, Giancarlo is 35. Giancarlo's 15. I must have been 34, 35 years old before I even started living with Oscar's mom, right? With his mom. 34 years ago. So 16 years ago. I'm sorry. I was 34. 16 years ago, I met this older lady. She must have been 52, 53 years old. Older than me. Brother, I think she had Irish. I think she told me she had Irish blood in her. I can tell you the best the best sex from an older lady was from her. It was fucking amazing, brother. I don't think I've ever mentioned her in any of my conversations until today. When Giancarlo was being made, I met her on Coffee Meets Bagel. Kathy. I met her on Coffee Meets Bagel. I was 175 pounds, lean, mean machine. I was fucking brother. I would imagine with 200 pounds, I can fuck Claudia straight nonstop for 2 hours, 3 hours. Who the fuck knows? Now 175, leaner machine. Like I was going boom boom. This lady would go fucking crazy, but we would both go crazy because she also handled herself perfectly fine, and brother, we were each other's slaves. Like she would tell me what to do, and I would tell her what to do, and it was the most amazing engagement. Like we would wear each other out. Like I have never had a partner like her. Even John, like I said, I would spend the weekend with her. She was divorced. She had a fucking beautiful house down in West Covina, spa. So we would do the spa. Oh, I think I told you the story about her. The minute I told her younger her son. Yes, 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 yes. I did tell you the story. Her son's name is. I think I shared the name with him too. The name with you guys too. Where I told him, I said, you know, I am the one that is going out with your mom. She told me that you're 20 but not 21, or you're about to turn 21. Brother, can we hang out? Like, can we drink together? He says, yeah, I don't think my mom would allow that. No, your mom asked me to talk to you. Like, dude, I mean, can we be cool? I mean, I come to your house and sleep with your mom. Can we be cool just to hang out? I want to get to know you. I already know your mom. I've been coming here for the past month, but every time I come here, your doors is always closed. Can we have open doors? I don't want you to think that I'm, just a guy that you don't want to ever meet. Like, I want to meet you. Like, can you bring your friends? Let's. I want to be the guy who says, "Hey, brother, how are you? I love your mom. I want to spend time with her." He said, "You know what? That sounds cool. I want to do that." I said, "Do you drink beer?" He says, "No, I drink vodka." Okay, let's get you some vodka. He says, "But my mom doesn't know I drink vodka. So do you want me to buy vodka and beer so you can then just say, hey, I want to choose this. Maybe I like vodka without getting you in trouble." He said, "You know what? Fuck it. Do that." I said, "But what kind of beer would you drink if you didn't drink vodka?" He said, "I'd probably go for the shittiest beer." So what is that? I don't fucking. You gotta tell me. So your mom. This has to be one of those fucking believable moments, brother. I want to respect you just like I respect your mom. So if this is between you and I about getting together and knowing each other, right? It's not about me lying to you. It's not about us lying to your mother. But then again, your mother doesn't know you drink vodka, but you want her to know that you already know the ambiance of drinking. He says, you're cool, dude. Can I get some smokes? He says, can I get some smokes? He says, you're cool, dude. You know what? Can I get some smokes? I said, brother, you can get whatever the fuck you want. I'm trying to be your friend. Like, we're gonna be friends. Because you know what? Yeah, give me whatever the fuck it was, Miller High Life, and give me some Red Bulls and some Absolute vodka. And I said, okay, fuck it. So I bought some vodka. Her mom never knew, right? His mom never knew, but I had everything in the cooler. Everything was ready. So I said, hey, Anthony, I'm gonna come up with his name. I remember his name. I remember his face. I said, Kathy, babe, I talked to your son. He's gonna meet with us at 7. So can we get the grill going? I already bought the I already bought the charcoal. I'm gonna get the fire started. We're gonna get some steaks. Do you want tortillas? What do you want? Beans? Do you want black beans, red beans? I got everything, right. I got everything ready. So he showed up with his friends. Hey guys, how are you? And everybody looked at me like, bro, you're like, this is your what? And I said, hey guys, how are you? Nice to meet you. This is the first time I'm meeting Kathy's son, but at the same time, I wanted him to, be comfortable drinking with me, his mom being here, because we have a relationship, right, that I enjoy having. At the same time, I want to have a relationship with you guys, friends, family, right? We should all get together. So my name is Oscar, and he says, how young are you, bro? I said my age. I'm 34. It's like, oh shit, I thought you were our age. Because I look younger back then, right? He's like, oh fuck, I thought you were like younger like us. Maybe they wanted to fuck the mom too, right? Maybe I don't. But that's when Oscar's mom got pregnant, and I just, I don't remember. I don't remember what I did. I don't know if I told her. I don't know if I just fucking packed up and left. I never fucking answered her. I do not remember, and I feel bad for not manning up to the situation, right? Because at one point, Oscar's mom told me I'm pregnant, and I said, "What? No fucking way! How fucking lucky I am I? Like, gee." And then everything else just became obscure on the other side. Like I stopped going out with other women. I stopped going, like, you know what I mean. I became just watching the fucking belly grow and the milk coming out of these fucking tits. Like I would bang Oscar's mom and I would squeeze her fucking nipples just to get the fucking milk in my mouth. I would do some crazy, weird shit like that. And I never thought about being the person who went to somebody else. Like, no, we can still fuck while she's pregnant. I thought about that. Like, women she can give me pleasure. Like, I don't have to go anywhere else. So everybody else became obscure. Like, I don't need to go anywhere else. She's gonna be the mother of my child. I can still fuck. I can still do this. Like, milk was dripping in my mouth, and I'm like, then she breastfed till she was like fucking 4. But then it was like 2 years old. Oscar, my son was like 2 years old, and I'm like, yeah, I don't want to be here. I don't want to be here. So yeah, it was 13 years ago that I threw the fucking towel, and I said, you know what, I am back to being that fucking guy who just wants to have fun and wants to be and she knows about it. The first 2 years she probably thought, where's my fucking ring? Where am I getting married? I'm like, bitch, no, we're not gonna do any of that shit. You're fucking toxic as fuck, and I'm glad. Well, I'm not glad. I feel sorry that her father had to die during COVID. Her mom came up to me and says, Oscar, you know, all this time, I found out that you're not the bad guy. She is. She's fucking nuts. She's a fucking witch. Anyways, at the end of the day, brother, I ended up the happiest guy in the world. I can still do whatever the fuck I want. She's over there in her room. Like right now, I went to the bathroom. She's laying down on her bed. She's fucking strolling through TikTok. Maybe she's watching me. Who the fuck knows? I mean, you don't have to come into the room to engage. You can. She can still be watching us and be listening to what I'm saying. But it still wouldn't bother me with her hearing the story because I haven't lied about anything. I mean, she may discover the fact that there was somebody else before her, but it still doesn't change the fact that right I was with her the whole fucking time that she was pregnant. Yeah, those were some good fucking stories to tell. I think Kathy was one of those stories where I I don't know. Anyways, I know what happened. I just can't remember how it happened. How I just fucking dislodged from reality and never answer her fucking phone call. I don't know. I don't remember, brother. And I'm being truthful to you. Maybe it was me not answering the fucking phone calls. I have blocked that shit out. I don't remember. Andrea D'Amico, have a good night. Get some rest. I do remember going back one or two times after, I found out that my son's mom was pregnant. And I think she had already brought in some family members in to live with her. She was having financial trouble. I don't remember. And she said, Oscar, when we were together, did you ever come in my room and do this? And I said, do what? Like, did you ever open my closet and open my safe? And I said, why the fuck would I come and open your safe? Like, there was never a fucking time that I was alone in your house other than you being with me. Like, did we take a shower? We were together in the shower. Were we fucking? We were in the room. Were we barbecuing? We were outside. Were we in the jacuzzi? Right? Doing the boom 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 in the bam. We were in the jacuzzi. So there was never a point in time that I was I could have come in and said, "Oh, let me go snoop around her fucking closet to see if I find some money." Like I didn't come in for that. I said, "Babe, who the fuck? Who told you that? Like who put that mental crazy in your head? Like who? It must have been somebody." She said, "Yeah, my cousins." So your cousins had been here for 3 months. You told me this. When you go to work, who guess who fucking stays here? They do. She's like, fucking assholes. And I said, look, if you really think I stole something, I apologize for you thinking that I can be a fucking delinquent like that. I'm not that guy. Like I know. They were fucking stealing from her and I felt so fucking sorry for her. Her son I sent him a friend request on Facebook one day and he never replied. Maybe he doesn't use Facebook anymore. I have no fucking idea. And she has one of those Hispanic last names only because he married a Hispanic. I don't remember her white last name, Kathy, but her last name is Molina. Like she married a Hispanic guy. The most wonderful fucking woman I ever met. When it comes to condition, physical attributes. Like she was like a 54-year-old woman that kept her fucking physique. Like she was so fucking gorgeous. Like right, you know what I mean? Some women just let themselves. No, she was so good at taking care of her body, and I was so good at trying to take care of her body. And at one point, I remember I was jogging. You remember the jogging that I used to do at 6 miles a day, whatever the fuck I was doing. I said, babe, I'm gonna take my shoes. We're gonna fuck Friday night, but we're gonna go jog 6 miles on Saturday morning. She says, motherfucker. She says, bitch. She said, you're not getting up in the morning. I said, what? The minute I get up, you have to get up with me. She says, if you get up, I will be up, and that's what we did, right? So we got up. I got up. I got up on Saturday morning. I didn't even take a shower. I just brushed my teeth. Put some water on my fucking hair. Put my shorts on, my shoes on. Did a couple push-ups. I did some calisthenics, warm. And I said, "You ready?" She says, "Oh my god, are you fucking kidding?" Like she's still laying in bed. Like, why do I? And I said, "Well, you said it. If I got ready, you would fucking get ready." So she got on the bike, and we were doing this the same speed. Like I'm 175. Like I can keep up to 5, 7, 8 miles 8 miles an hour. You jog your speed. You jog you do your cycling. I'm jogging with you. Like I stay next to her the whole fucking time. And every time she would say, "Babe, are you tired? Babe, are you tired? Babe, are you tired?" And I was like, "No. I mean, we're only 3 miles out." She said, "I know." She says, "3 miles back." Oh, okay. Like you're right. You're right. So let's go back. And I said, "No. You know what? Can we jog back to a supermarket so we can just pick up the shit close to your house? We can walk from there." She says, "No, let's go get the car." I said, "No, no, 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 no. We're gonna do everything as exercise." So we ended up at this place, picked up a 12 pack or whatever the fuck it was. We got some nuts and we got this. Where I think I was smoking. I think I was still smoking. I don't remember. She says, "You know what? You're a little fucking machine." She says, "You never fucking told me to stop, to slow down, like you always kept next to my fucking bike. I tried going a little bit faster, and you started going a little faster. I kind of felt sorry." She said, like, I said, "Oh, you were doing that. I just wanted to be next to you. Like, I wanted to get my 6 miles, and I got my 6 miles." Yeah, I mean, I still have the mentality, but my back doesn't fucking allow me to, stay as active. I mean, I can stay active. I just can't. I mean, I've done 2 miles nonstop. I don't think I can do 3 miles nonstop. I don't think I can do that. 2 miles, stop, walk a little, catch my breath, stretch the back, touch side to side, and then keep going. Maybe I've done that. Yes. I mean, I do that already. Now, Kathy, I think Kathy was. I think Kathy was Irish descendant. I think she was more white, white, as my friend would say, white. I just don't know where white came in from. Like, was it UK or was it Irish? I think it was Irish. I can't fucking remember her last name. She told me her last name one time. Kathy. I don't remember her last name. Kathy Molina, something else. But of course, when you marry the husband, you have to latch the husband's name, and you lose your your surname. So she became Kathy Molina. Kathy Molina. One day I'm at one day I'm at my aunt's house, and she calls me. She says, "Babe, I don't know how urgent you are." She says, "But I need to fucking see you." She says, "I woke up so fucking horny that I don't give a fuck about driving 20 miles to you just to fuck you." And I'm like, "What? Like, you're not gonna just come here just to fuck?" She says, "Yes, I am. I need to feel your dick." And I'm like, "Yeah, you're not coming down." She says, "Yes, I am." So she did, right? She came down. But the thing is, I had not seen her in I don't know how long. So we weren't together, but she just said, I need some fucking dick. Like, you're my urgency." And I was at my aunt's house at the time. So she was, Jesus Christ. So she showed up, and I asked my cousin, I said, "Primo, can I use the room for an hour? Can you go out in the living room?" She said, "Yeah, dude." She came in, and boom, 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 bang, bang. And I was like, "What the fuck is happening?" Like, I haven't seen this woman in I don't know how long. Hold on, I gotta take another leak. Yeah, Kathy was crazy, man. La, 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 la. Brazil, Brazil. So yeah, that moment when she came over, boom, 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 bang, 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 and I was like, "What the fuck is happening? What happened to Big Juice?" I don't know. They just fucking they slip in and they slip out, you know. So that day, brother, I walked her downstairs to her car, and she gives me a big fucking kiss on the lips, right, tongue, everything, and I'm like, "Holy fuck! Like I want to fuck you again." So she takes off. She goes. I think that is the last time I saw her, like ever, forever and ever and ever. That was the last time I ever saw her. So then 3 minutes later, I get a phone call, and it's Oscar's mom. She says, "Hey, I just saw you kissing this blonde chick in front of your house." And I was like, "What the fuck? Kissing?" I said, "What the fuck?" I said, "Kissing? Like, what do you mean kissing?" She says, "Yeah, like you locked lips and you took I don't know how long." And I'm thinking, "No, I didn't." She said, "Well, I saw you. I was coming out of the fucking shop, not the store in front, right?" And I know she saw me. She's not lying, right? And I'm thinking, "Yeah, but I'm not kissing anybody on the fucking lips. I don't know what you saw." So that was my friend Jen. She came over and I gave her a big hug. You saw me give her a big hug like I always do. She had met Jen. Remember Jen, the twin? She had met Jen one time. She doesn't know I slept with Jen, unless she's watching right now. But Jen, anyways. So yeah, Jen came over and she wanted to say hi and she gave me a big hug and I hugged her. I may have kissed her on the fucking cheek. Maybe you saw your angle, maybe you saw it on the mouth, but no. Then after that, I gave her a big hug and she went home. She just said, okay, maybe I was in the wrong angle. Yeah, but I saw you with the blonde chick. I said, yeah, yeah, look, this is Jen. She said, yeah, 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 okay, yeah, 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 that's your friend. That has been the only fucking time, brother. That has been the only fucking time that I have been that close to, yes, getting caught. Like, oh my god. Other than that, brother, I haven't. There's no need for me to go out and. I mean, I wasn't having. I wasn't having anything with her, right? So I told her, you know what, you and I, we can live together, but this is not happening anymore. Like, if I find somebody, I will find somebody. You won't ever fucking know. You live your life, I live mine. Okay, so stop fucking with me. Stop, stop meddling with my shit. Don't fucking. At one point, I left my fucking phone unlocked. Remember that shit? I told you I left my phone unlocked, and she found out about Giselle. She found out about Giselle, Brazilian, married, trophy wife. I was fucking her brains out like you have no fucking idea. I fucked her brains out every other day. Every other day, I was renting. I was getting a fucking hotel room, fucking the shit out of her, sending her home with fucking a sore pussy. I was doing that every other day, brother. I would drive from here to Simi Valley, 35 miles out. Fuck, fuck, and fuck like a robot. Like I was, dude. I was a fucking militia is an understatement. Like I was there, like pump, 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 pump. I was pumping like for 3 hours straight, and this woman would just go give me the craziest fucking orgasm. Like I loved every fucking minute of it. I still miss it, brother. I mean, there's some women who give you the best fucking orgasms, and you miss every single one of them. She's one of them. I will always fucking remember her for that same reason. The best fucking orgasms. See, I always said, if you can speak three languages, you will learn how to fuck in three languages. Because when you're fucking them, they'll tell you, was she thick? No, she was perfect, bro. Remember the story I always said, um, how do I put in the fucking okay, 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 okay. I think I did this once. Okay, hold on. How do I do this? I think I did this once. Um, I did this once. Hold on. Oh, hold on. I think I did this once. Um, oh yeah, yeah. Okay. Here we go. I did this once. I can do it again. Giselle, where are you, Giselle? Yeah, it's not that one. How do I show you her screenshot? I did it last time. How the fuck? Okay, here we go. Here we go. Oh, here we go. Did you see that? Oh my god, she was fucking amazing, bro. Did you see that? Did you get to see that? Can I do a duo? I don't know how to fucking do a duo. It said I shared the screen. Did you see that? Anyways, that's how fucking beautiful she was. Amazing, bro. Amazing fucking Giselle was fucking amazing. Her face, her look, her. It says I shared it with you. I don't know if you saw it. Tits, ass, everything was fucking delicious, beautiful, amazing. She's the one that told me that she was a trophy wife. I was taking a leak. Where's it at? Okay, hold on. Let me bring it back up. Let me bring it back up again. Okay, hold on. Where is she? Oh, here she is. Okay, so let me go back to my screen and share with you this window. You ready? That window, brother. That window. This window. Look at her. Fucking, she's amazing, brother. Brother, she is amazing, brother. I look everything you can think a woman can do. She did. She did it. Shaved pussy, shaved pussy. Oh no. Claudia is thick. This is older than Claudia, but she has a better fucking body. Like the minute I met Giselle, Giselle was a fucking almost like a model. You know what I mean? The sculpted, nice hips, nice buns, nice fucking tits. Yeah, nothing like Claudia. Claudia's the one traditional Mexican chick who has the thick thighs, but small breasts. But I still did not think of Claudia as, yeah, you're just the girl. No. I love being with Claudia. Every single time I was with Claudia. I mean, she could have had a bigger breast because of her size. You know how thick she was. You would think her breast would also get thicker, but no, she had like subtle breast, but a big fat ass. You're like, wait a minute, this is not. It should be the like. There's, anyways. She was perfect. Her beautiful fucking face, her beautiful fucking everything. Everything I loved about Claudia. I mean, nobody's fucking perfect. I mean, Hello, look at me. I'm not fucking perfect. But Claudia, for me, she was like I, whatever, whenever she fucking wore anything, like she put anything on, I said, babe, you know what? I don't know how you find your garments or your ensembles. That ese atuendo le queda perfecto. Like she found one where she would cover her top to the waist, and then her waist would be the pant. And I said, you know what? That is a perfect ensemble. Like I don't know where you buy your clothes, but that looks hot. Like I want to fuck you right now before we leave. Can I fuck you? And she would say, do we have 30 minutes? Do we have do we have 30 minutes? I would fuck her every fucking time that I would want her to fuck. Like, babe, you look so good right now. Can we find a place? Can we just go out to the room? Can we fuck? Like, I like the way you look right now. Like, she says, you always see me. I said, but I like the way you look right now. Like this, you and I, we just ate. I'm full of energy. I'm full of cum. Can we just go upstairs and fuck? She's like, you're like the weirdest guy. Like, I can fuck you here in the hallway, can I? If you allow me to. So we would go upstairs and do the boom, 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 bang, bang, bang. We would come back downstairs. She's like, are you satisfied? I said, not until you fucking turn me on again. And here we are. I want to fuck you. Like, can you stop fucking turning me on? Oscar, can you just fucking drink beer? And I'm like, yeah, I'm drinking beer with you. Like, we're supposed to fuck. Claudia never had a fucking dull moment with me. I can tell you this much. Claudia never had a dull moment with me. Never a dull moment. So even when we got up to the room and drunk, right? Remember that one day? I was live, and she wanted to. I fucking forget what she wanted. She wanted to. I gotta fart. She wanted to collapse. So she just ended it out of nowhere. She says, "Hey, I can't see you again. I found a I found a man." And I said, "Hey, can you please don't tell him how good I fucked you, because then you're gonna make him jealous." And she replied with "LOL." I'm an asshole, brother. I'm an asshole. I sent her this fucking message. I'm gonna show you what I sent. What I sent her. I will fucking show you what I sent her. Hold on. No, that's not even it. What? No. What the fuck? My sent items are out of sync. Sent items. Yes, I know. Yeah, oh wait. Oh fuck. Okay, never mind. Sorry. Sent items. Claudia, thinking about you. Where is it? But where's the fucking sound? Yeah, that's me. I know, I'm an asshole. I'm an asshole. I'm an asshole. I'm an asshole. Shut the fuck up. I'm an asshole. I know. I know. Shut the fuck up. I'm an asshole. I know. I wanna fuck you like an. Remember that song? She played that song one time when we were fucking. She played that song when we were fucking. She played that song, and I'm like, wait, is that her? Is that the rhythm she wants me to fuck? I want you. I wanna fuck you like an animal. So I kept that rhythm. I kept that rhythm. We got high one time. We did not air this. We both got high one time, right? So she has her fucking vape. I think I no. I think we. Anyways, she bent down in a way that I've never seen a fat girl bend down. And I just grabbed her from her fucking waist, and I just started going. It was the craziest fuck I've ever had in my life. Like I just kept going for like I don't know 27 minutes straight, and just without even coming. Like I just kept like, and when I did come, I'm like, babe, you have no. I I there's no condom. Like I'm. If anything happens, like we're gonna become parents today. Like, dude, you have no fucking idea. That was the fucking craziest. But then again, we did some shit together. I never took hands on deck by myself. It would always be with her. Like like that last time we were together, like she got fucking high. She had her little fucking little vape. Right? She had her little fucking vape. She got high. I got high. And we just ended up fucking like we were both high. Like what the fuck is like listen, we kept going for I don't know for fucking how long. I don't remember. All I remember is in the morning she says, babe, I don't know what we did last night. She says, but my fucking pussy is sore. And I said, whoa, I thought you were you were in it. She said, what do you mean in it? Like you were part of the fucking like you were like the way you were being so fucking acrobatic, like you bent over, you were doing this, yeah, I was participating, like I was doing everything that you want me to do. She says, how high was I? I said, I don't fucking know. You give me a hit. I love that shit, and we just fucked for like I don't know how long, like 2 hours maybe. She says, "Oh my god, my pussy hurts. My pussy hurts." Good shit. Good shit. God, you know what? I need a Claudia in my life. I need a Claudia in my life, like ASAP. I need a Claudia in my life. I only have one beer in the fucking cooler. Let me go get some more. I gotta take a leak. I'm still not. I mean, I'm buzzing it. I'm still not. Okay, hold on. I gotta take a leak. Jesus fucking Christ. Okay, we got some backup over here. This woman is a fucking idiot, dude. I can tell you. This woman is a fucking idiot. This woman is a fucking idiot. She comes in and fucking interrupts me. She says, "Can I get a beer?" Right? I said, "Yeah, grab a beer." When you open the fucking fridge, can you fucking close it, bitch? It is that fucking easy. You open the fucking thing, you get a beer, and you close it. She leaves it half-assed. I'm glad it was 30 minutes ago, not 3 hours, 4, 5, 10 hours ago. I would have been so fucking pissed, bro. So I took the beer out right now. It has sweat on it because it's been open. But that's the one I put in here, anyways. Jesus fucking Christ, brother. There's fucking things that this woman does that would fucking infuriate you to get a fucking divorce. But I'm glad I'm not married to this fucking idiot. Because she does some fucking idiotic things like, dude, it's so fucking easy. You close the fucking thing, open it, you close it. You pick up, you. There's so many fucking things that she does that have always fucking taken me to. She takes out the eggs. She leaves the fucking door open for like 3 minutes. Why do you have to fucking leave the door open for 3 minutes, bitch? Close the fucking door and open it again. I'm telling you, dude. There's some. I am glad I don't fuck her anymore. I needed to fart. Sorry, I needed to get that fucking air out. It was fucking bugging my fucking. I have never farted on a live stream until now. Like I needed to get that fucking air out. Like it's bugging the fuck out of me. Like, bro, we're either shitting or this woman is, dude. I kid you. I kid you not. I think she does it out of spite. I think she's watching me, looking at her. Close the fucking door. Like if you take the eggs out, close the fucking refrigerator door. Like, right? Work with the eggs that you have to. If you need eight eggs, don't take two at a time. Like don't leave the fucking door open. Take the egg case out, put it on the fucking counter, close the fucking refrigerator door, and work on the eggs that you have to work on. Like there's I bought 16. Oh, wait a minute. I just remembered. I bought 16 eggs times two. These are brown shell. She won't fucking touch them. She doesn't touch brown shell eggs. These are the organic ones. Why? I don't give a fuck. I do not give a fuck. She will fucking boil them, but she won't fucking eat them fried. Ask me if I give a fuck. I'm about to buy every fucking egg that I can, brown or organic, the organic way. They were 30 cents an egg. All the other ones were 35, 40 cents an egg. I'm like, 30 cents an egg? Yes, I'll take it. Two. Two 16-ounce cases. Why do you have to have white eggs? It's 35 cents an egg. I'm like, no, I paid 30 for the brown eggs. So you need to see the white shell? Bitch, shut the. You think my son knows the fucking difference? I showed him the difference one time. He says, Puppy, what did you do? I said, oh, I used butter. He says, nah, there's something different. I didn't use anything different. I think what his mom does, she adds salt to the top of the egg, and I think that's foul. I think that's fucking like why the fuck would you, unless you're spinning that fucking egg, you're throwing the rock salt in it so it can become part of the egg, not just the top of it. Like you like bitch, you have no. Ugh, I am I am yeah. I don't want to execute anything, but anyway, that sounds fucking. I am getting the buzz on. I'm getting the buzz on. I'm getting buzzed. Yeah, the buzz is on. Buzz is on. Jesus Christ, yes it is. It's coming fucking alive. It is coming alive like the buzz is fucking working. Holy shit. You and I. You and I. Okay, hold on. Jesus fucking Christ. Hold on. You and I. Jesus fuck. Okay. What time is it? 11:27. I thought it was midnight already. I was about to fucking celebrate Sunday. I think that's it. I don't think I can do any more beer on the live stream. I think that's it. Before I do anything stupid, I think this is it. Please allow me to say, allow me to say, arrivederci before making the mistake of me staying, you know, longer and saying some stupid shit because because I said some shit that didn't pertain. But anyways, I'm out. 2 hours and 30 minutes. Jesus fucking Christ. That is pretty good. 2 hours and 30 minutes. Yeah, I never looked at that fucking part. But anyways, I think we did great. At this point, we did fucking amazing. Hasta la vista, baby. Like, I'm out. I'm out. Wow. I gotta get the fuck out of here. Okay, hasta la vista, baby. Jesus.